Hey, my friends. Hey, my friends. Hey, my friends. This is Coach Rose AJ, Carnivore Girl for Life, coming to holla at y'all today on Wednesday, April the 10th. Look, my friends, look, my friends, look, my friends. I am on Easter break from work this week. And I spent all day Saturday at home, just piddling around the house, doing what I do. And I decided to spend today at home, like cleaning up, working on some work, and doing some other things, right? So it's very rare that I dedicate a whole day to spend the whole day at home, right? So I wanted to come talk to you guys today about something that was on my heart and mind yesterday, right? And I'm kind of glad that I waited till today because sometimes, things kind of flow through your mind and you're like at that stage where it's like, yeah, 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 let's do this. But after sleeping on it, giving it some thought, the words can come out a little differently. They can come out a little softer and a little clearer, right? So, y'all, one of the main reasons why I always advocate for myself and I advocate for the next person to advocate for themselves and to always to take care of themselves first and foremost before trying to save the world around them or other people is this is the real deal. So I've been married since I was 18 years old. Me and my husband have been married, okay, I want to say maybe 38 years. I got to do the math, y'all. So pretty much 38 years. But out of the last 38 years, I would say pretty close to 25 of them, I'm going to be candid, have been more like we were roommates or we are roommates. We get along famously because we just do our own thing. It's not none of that drama stuff like we're seeing other people or doing things that would be kind of eyebrow raising, none of that stuff, right? But this is the truth here. So about 23, 24, 25 years ago, I had to make the decision that I could not make him happy in the sense that we would make each other happy, right? In the sense that I could meet all his needs, like being the dutiful wife, cooking and cleaning, yada, 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 all that stuff. And the same for him to me. Like, I like things very clean, very organized. I like structure. We're complete opposites, right? And they say that opposites attract until it becomes a problem. It became a problem but this is what had happened was I had to work through a lot of my mental health issues during that time frame, a lot of my issues that stemmed from childhood that I was placing on him, right? And I made the decision to stay, because we had invested in property together. I was still raising my daughter at the time, just on and on and on. Now, mind you, there was plenty of times where we said that we were going to separate, yada, yada, yada. And then, as time goes on, you keep living the life that you're living. And, with time and age and better decisions, life typically does, for most people, get better, right? It typically does get better, especially in the areas of finance and looking forward to your future. So, this is the deal. So I made the decision to stay and to continue to work on me. I'm still a work in progress. However, me and my husband, we have different parts of the house that are ours, so to speak. We share community space like the kitchen, the dining area and stuff like this. But for about 25, maybe even a little bit longer, we have cooked separately when we've needed to show up for events, be it, because it's something that dealt with like my daughter's basketball or school function, or we decided to meet up somewhere, we would drive separately because I am just like overzealous with wanting to be timely, and he's the complete opposite, right? So I figured that out early on too, that this is a part of the way that I need to do to make sure that we are Okay. And then, like household duties, to be quite honest, I do like 95% of them. However, it's because I want total control. Like he cleans his space, he cleans his bathroom, and he does his dishes and all that good stuff. But for the most part, for like the vacuuming, cleaning the other two bathrooms and all that stuff, it's all on me, right? But that's okay. Dusting, mopping, all on me, right? Because I want the job done. So I guess the reason I'm coming on here to say is that we really don't know what other people's relationships are like. We can only see them from the outside in, and I'm pretty candid with the people that are in my life in real life or people that I coach and stuff, and this topic comes up about relationships and how do you stay together so long and what makes it work. What makes it work for me is, and the reason I continue to stay is because I think I honestly think that my husband and I, although we're only married on paper, so to speak, I think we have a better quality of life financially and looking long term as far as physical health and mental health. I think we do better together than separate, but I had to make up in my mind no matter what, I would be okay, right? And his health is not the best. So, like for the last 8, 9 years, he has been a very large inactive person, and I've had to reel it back. Like I want things a very specific way because it's a part of my dynamics from childhood. There was a lot of chaos. There wasn't structure. There was a lot of abuse and stuff. And so in my mind, I'm not rigid. Don't get me wrong, I'm not rigid, but there's, rules, there's things that, your word is your bond, timeliness, cleanliness, just the whole nine. That works for me, right? Because I like things to be where they're supposed to be. And that works for me. It works for my brain and all that good stuff, and it creates stability for me. So we're not in the same rooms or anything like that. We have our own bedrooms. We do our own thing. We have our own bathrooms, the community space I'm responsible for. I forgot what I was saying, but anyway, how do we make it work? We make it work because we make it work, right? And I don't rely on him for anything, right? So in the end, I know that I have to rely on me, myself, and I. And I've had a lot of conversations, concerns throughout the years that if something happens to him, what am I going to do for myself? I'm just going to have to grieve. I'm going to do what I need to do. Right. But this is the thing also, if a person doesn't take care of themselves to offset illnesses or limited mobility issues, if a person doesn't do things to be as preventative as possible, I'm going to be the first in line to say that it is not my obligation, it is not my duty to suffer along with you or while you're going through whatever you're going through. That may sound kind of harsh to some, but it's like this. At the end of the day, you have to live with you, yourself, and you. And did you do something to take care of yourself today? Did you reach out and go to a doctor's visit? Did you go for a walk? Are you cooking in a manner, is your nutrition on point to support your health or your health conditions? Are you taking the medications that the doctor has prescribed? Are you getting your checkups? Whatever it is, right? So, folks, okay, I think I went a little left. I meant to go right, but I might have went both ways. I don't know. But I'm not the type of person either to edit or put filters on and stuff like that. So you're gonna get what you get out of this video and leave the rest, okay? And I always say you can feel free to judge me, but before you judge me and anybody else, please take a look at your own situation and why you might need to be in judgment of others, right? So I'm just putting this out here for transparency. I make my life to be the best that I want it to be for every moment in time. And it took a lot of work to get to this level, right? It took a lot of work to get to this level. Your diet, your overall diet can play a huge role in the way you do life, right? The way you do life. It affects your mental health, it affects your weight, it affects your physical situation, like if you have arthritis, if you have constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, whatever it is. Your diet plays a huge role, probably larger than you think it does, okay? Now, if you have a family member or family members that are not supportive of you in your endeavors, you got to do you and pull through, boo, and just keep going no matter what. Because you might be left sitting, standing, climbing, crying by yourself at the end of the day or in 5 years. And then if you sit back and look and think, I invested all that time in my husband. I invested all that time in, whatever I was doing, but there was no payout for me. I'm left. I'm wringing my hands. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to work. I don't know how to do whatever it is because now all my energy was invested in said individual. But boo thing, if you invest in yourself first with the time, education, and working on whatever it is you need to work on to pull yourself through, you're going to be better off. Please don't rely on your family members. Please don't rely on your spouse if you love them to the core, your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. Please don't rely on them wholeheartedly because their support of you might be temporary or it might be a lifetime, which is what my prayer would be for you. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to say as your virtual bestie, as Coach Rose AJ, as Carnivore Girl for Life, however you want to holler at a sister, however you want to holler at a sister, if you take care of yourself, if whatever is ailing you, you take care of it and you address it. No matter what the people say, you're going to come out on top. And when life happens, whether it be the loss of a pet, a loved one, a home, financial, whatever it is, you will be better equipped. You will be better equipped to handle what comes your way. So I think I just wanted to share with you guys just a little bit of insight as far as me and my husband actually being friends versus being married in the sense of a traditional marriage and whatnot. And it's been years since we went to a movie together. It's been years since we even considered going out to dinner together and stuff. So I'm doing okay. And I'm actually very, very happy, right? I'm very happy. And I believe that God could not have brought me a better partner in life. And the reason I say that is because I want all of my independence. I don't want to consider anything. I don't want to consider anything that might slow me down or get in my way, right? And my husband's the opposite. He's more chill. It doesn't matter what I do or don't do. Just have a good day, Rose. So that's what I need. Somebody who is just like, do you, because I'm doing me, right? Okay, y'all, it's Wednesday, April the 10th. I just wanted to take a little work break and run my mouth and just encourage you guys that wherever you're at, whatever diet you're on, whatever exercise regimen you're trying to follow, whatever job you're going after, whether you're in a happy marriage, an okay marriage relationship, or if you're considering some other things, just be in full support of yourself. Be in full support of yourself. And if you don't have the resources, as you know, I always like to say, hit up Google, hit up YouTube, hit up somebody that you can, go talk to, whether it's a pastor, a virtual friend that's going through the same thing, whatever, just holla. You don't have to go through life alone. We are all interdependent human beings. We were meant and we are meant. We are very social. Um, you don't have to struggle. And I did that for years, you guys. I did that for years. Kept on my Supergirl, Superwoman. Kate kept it on for years and said, y'all, I can do this to myself, trying to pump myself up all the while, having all these thoughts in my head. Food. I was food obsessed, just trying to find relief somewhere through exercise, through overeating, through binging, through the whole nine, and my pride, my ego, yada, yada, yada. But this is the deal. I understand that we are strong. We are humans. We've got this. But it's okay to do life with other people too, right? And get support, get help, and say, hey, I don't want to do this alone. Okay, guys, I love you guys to the core. Please drop something in the comments. I'm just keeping it quick, keeping it real today, and be good to yourself so that you can be good to others. Peace out, Carnivore Girl for life. All right, guys, bye bye.